expertise, we're here to empower you to make informed decisions, ensuring a balanced and secure financial future. Call us today, 401-398-2000, for a free written financial plan. Balanced Wealth Management, guiding your path to financial success.
This is Coach Kim English from Providence College men's basketball. Finetco is bringing an elite mindset to the airways with the Finetco Wake Up Call, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on WPRO News Talk Radio. Tip off your weekend strong. Go Friars.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country, right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Welcome back at Madison Square Garden. We visit with the head coach of the Friars, Kim English. Coach, the one thing that I think that really sort of strikes me is that when you start over and everybody's 0-0 and you have an opportunity like this and you're playing in a building like this and the bright lights are on, it does kind of give you a sense of renewal. But at the same time, you really don't want to forget where you are or how you got here. What will you take from the regular season in order to try to make this season a better one?
Yeah, looking at, we get to open up with, a team we had some success with, a team we beat once, had great opportunities to beat twice. And if we win this one, we get another opportunity to play a team we beat once. And, if Jalen Sellers doesn't get ejected, probably beat him twice. And then if we can keep going. So I like where we are on this side of the bracket. Great opportunity tonight against Butler to get it started.
Well, you mentioned having faced Butler before. I mean, it's never been done where you've had to play a team twice, and you went to double overtime both times in those games. So what did you learn about Butler, and maybe even more importantly, what did you learn about yourselves that you'd either A, like to replicate, or B, not do again?
Yeah, we know each other. At this point of the season, all the teams know each other. So it really comes down to the discipline of the games. And with those guys, it's keeping them out of transition and keeping them off the glass. So we got to really lock into doing that.
Michael Ajayi is one of the better rebounding forces in the entire country. So I know that he has to be mission one, trying to get him away from the basket a little bit where he can do a lot of his damage. And, of course, from the outside, you've got, Finley Bizjack, who has, averaged 29 points against you guys in 2 games. I mean, he's had 2 really good games, even though he hasn't shot the ball particularly well.
Well, points per game in a double overtime game are inflated. So it's a lot of minutes. So, but we guarded him really well the first time.
You did
in Indy. But again, those are long games. 50-minute games. So, but yeah, 2 all-league players and deserve a ton of our attention. And it's going to be a tall task.
How do you keep those games from being long this time? Because I think everybody expects that to happen today when you've played 4 overtimes against this team already this year.
Yeah, I guess, both of those games, make free throws, would have closed it out, earlier and rebound.
Right. What's then, you mentioned rebounding. What else is the secret? What else do you have to do to make sure that you advance to tomorrow and live to play again? I'll guess it may start with a place like, as the Butler band goes right by us here, probably starts with taking care of the basketball.
Absolutely. Keeping them out of transition is huge. And if you can take care of the ball, that obviously helps your transition defense a lot.
All right. Good luck today, Coach.
Thanks a lot, John.
All right. Kim English, the head coach of the Friars. Joe and I back with more on the Butler Bulldogs coming up in just a moment from Learfield. This is Providence Friar Basketball.
WEAN FM Wakefield Peacedale. This is News Talk 99.7 FM and AM 630 WPRO Providence, a Cumulus station.
Finding the perfect engagement ring can be overwhelming, but no one makes it easier than Hanush Jewelers. And because Hanush is a direct diamond importer and a jewelry manufacturer, you'll save 30 to 60% off everyday pricing. Let the experts at Hanush Jewelers make your experience one you'll remember forever. Hanush Jewelers at 325 Quaker Lane in West Warwick and at 435 State Road in the Hanush Plaza in Dartmouth. Hanush Jewelers, a family jeweler for your family.
Ivy Rehab Elite Physical Therapy is the premier choice for physical therapy in Rhode Island. You deserve a physical therapy place that will go above and beyond to ensure you remain comfortable while receiving the results you want. Elite Physical Therapy is staffed by a team of highly trained and talented physical therapists, all of whom take the time to listen to your concerns and answer your questions. That way they can create a personalized treatment plan that puts your comfort first. Ivy Rehab Elite Physical Therapy, award-winning, hands-on care for healthy results. It's your choice where to go.
Hey Friar fans, it's college basketball season and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Providence basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Providence Friars. Let's go Friars! SeatGeek.
John Rook, Joe Hassett, live at Madison Square Garden, just a few minutes away from the tip-off. Providence and Butler, 8-9 game of the opening round of the Big East Tournament for 2026. Time now for our Midland Roofing Protect This House matchup of the game. We were just talking about this, and really it's sort of a two-headed monster that you have to figure out a way to keep in check for Butler, because everything that they do revolves around these two guys outside and inside.
Absolutely. Everything goes through Bizjack and Ajayi. And you can't really single out one guy, but you got to make sure you take care of business with both of those guys, make them work really hard to score, keep Ajayi off the backboards, take away the outside shot from Bizjack, because the rest of the players on the team are good players, but they're more role players, and they play off those two guys. So you have to know where both Bizjack and Ajayi are and make sure you take care of them.
All right, so then who gets the assignment? I mean, we know that there'll be probably several bodies moving on them, but who gets the first look at it? And by the way, just as an aside here, we are expecting potentially Corey Floyd to return to the lineup for the first time in 6 games, because he's missed the last 6 with a hamstring injury, but he's been out warming up all afternoon here.
Yeah, he'll play. I mean, he's going to come off the bench. I looked at the Friars starting lineup. You have 2 freshmen, two sophomores, and a senior starting in the ball game. But in the old days, you say, "Wow, that'd be pretty good for next year." You get all these guys back, but you never know if anybody's coming back in this one. But you have, as far as the matchups go, you're probably going to put Jones on Bizjack a little bit, chase him around. He likes to have him a bigger guy on Bizjack, and Sellers will probably play Bizjack a lot, and then you'll have Stephon Vox. But you're going to have to play somebody big on Ajayi, and that's Mila. Mila's going to probably play Ajayi, John, because Mila does a good job rebounding the basketball, and you got to keep Ajayi off the glass.
That's the one guy that actually worries me the most. Bizjack, the Friars gave up 59 points in 2 games, but of course there were an extra 20 minutes played in those 2 games. So he's going to get a lot of points because he shoots the ball a lot. Ajayi can dominate the paint just by creating second chance opportunities. That's where Butler, in not only their offensive rebounding, but getting to the foul line, that's where Butler wins games when they win them.
Yeah, he has a great motor, Ajayi. He never stops moving, and you got to keep him off the glass. He doesn't allow himself to be boxed out, so sometimes you got to put 2 bodies on him to keep him off the glass. And Bizjack, that first game of the year, at conference play at Butler, Bizjack, I don't think had a 3-pointer in regulation. I mean, the Friars did a great job defensively on him. They took away the 3, and we don't talk about much defense with this team this year, but they did a great job on him. Then he had 3 or 4 3-pointers in overtimes, but they fell asleep on him. But he's the guy you have to really worry about, and you can't go to sleep on him at any time.
Bizjack had 26 points in that first game, but he was 2 for 10 from 3 in the game. He had both of those threes, as you mentioned, in the overtimes, and then he hit for 30 points and 5 assists in the loss at Providence, but he was 14 of 16 from the free throw line. You can't let him get to the line.
No, you can't. I can still see him taking that shot. I can't believe he had a foul call in that situation with 0.8 seconds to go on the play in the corner. He goes to the foul line, and he's been perfect all game, and he misses both free throws. Only needed to make 1, and he missed it. But, he's played a lot of minutes. You already mentioned that, John. He's played a ton of minutes this year, and he's a guy he's not a big guy, probably a little worn out in that ball game to get to overtime. But, he's a quality player, and you got to know where those 2 guys are. Make the other guys beat you. Make Kaiser and Jackson and Triori beat you on the floor. And make sure you make those other 2 guys work, and Bizjack and Ajayi.
Well, these 2 teams were about as closely, evenly matched as 2 teams can be matched during the course of the regular season, going to double overtime twice for the first time in league history. They both finished 7 and 13 in league play, which technically was a tie for 7th overall in the Big East standings, but they're in the 8 and the 9 game here this afternoon. The winner will play regular season champ St. John's tomorrow at noon. That's where these two teams want to go. We'll have the starting lineups, and we're going to tip it off from Madison Square Garden coming up. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar Basketball.
This is Coach Kim English from Providence College men's basketball. Finetco is bringing an elite mindset to the airways with the Finetco Wake Up Call. Saturdays at 8 a.m. on WPRO News Talk Radio. Tip off your weekend strong. Go Friars.
This holiday season, indulge in the joy of giving at Providence Diamond, Rhode Island's premier destination for luxury jewelry and timepieces. Find the perfect gift from sparkling diamond studs and tennis bracelets to classic designs from David Yurman, Roberto Coin, Breitling, and Tag Heuer. Open 7 days a week. Visit us and explore beautiful styles starting under $500 or shop our holiday gift guide at providencediamond.com. Embrace the magic of the season with Providence Diamond.
Coach English here to talk injuries. Ortho Rhode Island Express offers immediate injury care for sprains, breaks, tears, and more by orthopedic specialists you won't find at an urgent care or walk-in clinic. Call 401-777-7000. Option 1 for a same or next day appointment, including evenings and Saturdays. And learn more at orthopedicsri.com/express. Ortho Rhode Island Express. Injuries don't wait. Neither should you.
On the Providence Friars Sports Network. From Learfield, this is Providence Friars Basketball. Brought to you by your Audi Warwick dealer. Proud sponsors of Providence College Athletics. Coca-Cola, together taste better. Santander Bank, the official bank of Providence College. And by Hanush Jewelers, experience something different. The tip is moments away. Now with a call of the game, here is the voice of the Providence College Friars, John Rook.
And with Joe Hassett, we're inside the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, New York City, for the 47th Big East Championships, the first game of the 2026 tournament featuring the Providence Friars and the Butler Bulldogs. Hi again, everyone. I'm John Rook, and it will be Providence and Butler today with a chance to take on the top seed and regular season champ St. John's tomorrow at noon, but you've got to survive this one here this afternoon. Our starting lineup is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Rhode Island. First of all, for Butler, under Thad Matta, the Butler graduate in his 4th year of his second go-around as head coach of his alma mater. He was a 3-time Big Ten Coach of the Year, and then he's been in a couple of Final Fours. He's been very successful. Has been quite as successful the second time around at Butler. This year, 16-15 overall, 7-13 in Big East play. Finley Bizjack, 6'4" junior out of Trophy Club, Texas, leads the Big East in free throw percentage in league games. Leads them in scoring at 17.1 points per game. 3rd team, all Big East in the regular season. Michael Ajayi, the transfer from Gonzaga, 6'7" graduate transfer. Kent Washington, 16 points, 11 rebounds per game, 18 double-doubles overall, which was 4th nationally this year. Jamie Kaiser, 6'6" redshirt sophomore, transfer from Maryland, 9.7 points, 35% shooter from 3. Drayton Jones in the middle, 6'11" junior out of Houston, and a transfer from South Carolina State, 6 points, 4.5 rebounds per game. And Efiosa Oliagu Elabor, a 6'6" freshman from Markham, Ontario, Canada, at 5 points and 2 rebounds per game. Member of the Team Canada under-19 all-country team in their international competition. So it'll be Bizjack, Ajayi, Kaiser, Jones, and Oliagu Elabor to start for the Bulldogs. Friars starting lineup. They've had 12 different lineups this year in this lineup. They're going to go with what they've gone with over the last couple of games. Jalen Sellers led the Big East in scoring, amongst the leaders in free throw shooting all year long, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 44% shooter from 3. In the middle, Oswin Arunse, 6'10" sophomore from Nigeria, 7 points, nearly 9 rebounds, amongst the Big East block leaders as well, at better than 2.2 per game during the regular season. Ryan Mila, the sophomore wing from Natick, Massachusetts, 9 points, 5 rebounds, has improved to 31% from 3. Jameer Jones, all freshman in the Big East this year, 6'6" out of Sarasota, Florida, 12 points, 4.5 rebounds. And Stefan Vox, also all freshmen in the Big East. 15 points, 2.5 rebounds, 33% from three. So for Kim English's Friars, Sellers, Arunse, Mila, Jones, Fox, the starting five.
You know, you look at this Friar lineup too, John. You got 4 guys in Big East play who are averaging double figures, and then you have Ryan Mila who's averaging 9.4, almost double figures. So, you know, they're pretty potent offensively, but they got to get it done on the defensive end. And then when you play good defense and not turn the ball over, they've had some success this year. You're going to have to do that in this team here. You know, this type of game, when you're in tournament play now, you know, you lose, you go home. And every possession is more magnified, and you got to take good care of the ball. You know, you get into playoff situations, the team that turns the ball over the most usually loses. And that happens during the regular season as well, but even magnified now because, you know, you go home when you lose. And this is important that you have to take good care of the ball.
Friars really haven't had a point guard all season long, especially after Daquan Davis went down back in November. Butler's the same way. Their normal point guard is Xavier Stink Robinson, and he's been gone really for almost 2 months now with an injured ankle. So Bizjek's had to do a lot of that duty himself, just like we've seen Jalen Sellers and Corey Floyd handle a lot of that duty as well for the Friars.
Well, the Stink was the backup point guard. The other guy who started the year was a point guard as well, who wasn't able to play. So they've lost a couple of key guys on this team on Butler. And you know, I think, John, you know, you and I have been doing games forever. I think the most important guy in basketball is the point guard on every team. He sets the tempo of the game. He has to get the ball to the key guys. He has to run the offense. And the most important part of a point guard is he relieves pressure. You know, a lot of teams like the pressure full court, 94 feet. If you have a point guard who can handle all of that, it makes his team much better, and the guys don't have to worry about handling the ball, and they end up not getting as many turnovers. So a good point guard, you look at all the good teams in the country, they all have solid first point guards who handle the ball, can score, and find his teammates at the right time.
Well, we mentioned this is the 31st meeting all-time between the two schools. Friars lead the series 21 wins to 9. This is the 5th time the two teams have played in the Big East tournament. Friars have won 3 of the previous 4, but Butler won it here last year in this very game. The 8-9 game is started on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I went to a reception before the game, and Gordon Hayward, who had a great career at Butler and had the 2 Final Fours, and the Celtics made that big trade for him, and he ends up blowing out his leg the first play of the season. I thought he would be a great addition to Butler. And you think about the tradition they had when he was there. I mean, Butler's always been a solid basketball program, but they took the Final Four back-to-back years back in the days before NIL, where you had teams that guys would come back to the same team. You didn't have to put 8 or 9 new guys on the floor, and you could develop guys, and he was a perfect example of that. Nice young man.
Again, Butler comes in 16-15 overall. The Friars 14-17 of the regular season. Providence won 3 of their last 5, but lost their last 2 coming into this tournament. Butler has lost 8 of their last 11 games overall, even though they beat DePaul. Joe mentioned it earlier, 81-71 on Saturday. Butler's 4-11 all-time in the Big East tournament. The Friars are 27-42, having won championships in 1994 and again in 2014. Friars are dressed in the road blacks, white numerals, white lettering and trim. Butler's in the home whites today with dark blue lettering, dark blue numerals and trim. Big East officiating crew has Greg Evans, John Gaffney, and Nathan Hall. There's the opening tap. Friars control it. They'll go left to right across the radio here in half number 1 inside Madison Square Garden. And we're underway with the Big East tournament in 2026. High post to Runesen. Has it. Goes back door, finds Sellers. It goes up, reverse, and scores.
Yeah, good screen there by Mila, and then Sellers was open on that back screen. I'd like to see that play run a little bit more.
So Butler then will bring it into the forecourt to our left here in the opening half. Friars open up in a man-to-man. There's a feed to Jones in the post. Dumps off underneath to Kaiser, who missed the layup. From the left side, and Mila grabs the rebound.
Well, he's challenged by Sellers on that play.
Sellers goes up for a 28-footer. And throws up an air ball.
Well, that's been his shot all year. He's a trailer. That's a trailer break right there. Everybody running the floor and you get the ball down there, the defense is retreating, and Sellers would step into a three-pointer and knock it down, but that one didn't go for him.
So Butler then will bring it back again, right to left into their fourth court. Friars again in the man-to-man. With it on the left side is Olabor. Olabor now goes to the right wing, coming off the screen. Ajayi spins down to the post, banks it up, missed it, rebound tip. It goes out of bounds. It will be touched last by Providence, and Butler's going to keep it.
Good D by Osmond right there. I mean, Ajayi going to the basket, he's tough to guard. He gets his body into your chest, but Osmond went straight up there, was able to bother that shot.
Fresh 20 for Butler. The inbound for the baseline right out to Jones in front of the Providence bench on the right side. Out front, Ajayi goes up for three, wide open, missed the shot. Rebound Jones. It goes into the Providence bench, and they're going to keep the ball with Butler. Sellers must have touched it last. It happened literally right in front of the Friar bench to the far side, and initially Butler's going to keep the ball. So
Kim was looking at maybe challenging that, but they saw it quickly, and he said, no, we're not going to challenge.
It'll be an inbound there from Bizjack. Out front now to Ajayi at the left elbow. He's going to work inside on Jameer. Kicks the ball out left for Kaiser. Kaiser dumps it off to Ajayi down on the post, puts it up short, scores.
Good execution there by Butler. A little pick and roll. You get it into Ajayi in the painted area. He usually finishes.
Well, that's what happens, though, when you get three cracks at the basketball. And there is Sellers for the jumper. Free throw line, no good. Kaiser with a defensive rebound.
Kaiser, good shot by Sellers.
Pushes to the right wing. Ajayi is going to spin in the post, go up, ball gets stripped. Jones picks it up, lays it in, and gets fouled on the putback. So the Friar defense collapsed around Ajayi, spun the ball out of there. Jones picks it up, and he gets a foul by Osmond.
Osmond did a good job defensively. He had the ball right in front of him. He just fumbled it off his hands. I mean, you got to get some stickum for Osmond. I mean, he's had so many opportunities on loose balls there. You got to get that one.
So Jones has a chance at the three-point play. 71% from the line, hits. And Butler grabs their first lead at 5-2. We're a minute and a half deep into the first half here at Madison Square Garden.
Well, Butler looks like they'll play a little 2-3 zone right now.
Sellers comes to the right wing for Vox. Back to Sellers up top. Penetrates left. Mila on the wing on the far side in front of the Butler bench. Pulls it out. Penetrates on Kaiser. Goes right down the lane. Throws up the runner. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound. Tapped up twice and controlled by Ajayi.
Well, Friars are getting good shots at the basket, John. Just not able to make them right now.
Into the forecourt for Olabor. Olabor now has it against Mila. Angling toward the right side. Works off the screen. High post to Jones. Drayton Jones hands off to Bizjack. Curls to the right. Throws up the floater. Off the rim. Rebound tipped out to Mila. Mila pushes into the forecourt. Angles left. Tries to take Olabor off the dribble. Looks for the pass inside. Jump off the back iron again. Short. No good.
Another good shot, too.
Here comes Olabor. Drives the other way. Banks it up, and he scores.
Well, the difference is Butler's making shots. Friars are getting good shots. Their last four shots have all been wide open looks. They just can't finish.
They're 0 for 4. And Butler with an early 7-2 lead. On the high post is Irunse. Hands off to Vox, who touches for the first time. Gets down the lane. Throws up the runner. In and out. And again, the Friars getting a good shot at the basket. Can't get it to go down. Ajayi, left corner. Olabor left alone. Drives the baseline and flushes.
Boy, oh boy. You know, the defense right there just fell apart there. Olabor had a wide open three. He said, I can drive the lane here. Nobody's going to pick me up. And dunks it home.
That's been the problem all season long for this Providence basketball team. They just don't recognize enough on defense to pick up the loose man. As Kim English calls a 30-second timeout here, and Butler has run off a 9-0 run after the Friars scored the first basket of the game.
The Friars have ran a nice play to get that first deuce, and I think every shot they've taken so far has been a good shot. I mean, Miller's been in the paint 2 times. Normally he finishes those shots. He had 2 open looks for Sellers. He normally makes those shots. Just not putting the ball in the basket and not getting back on defense. So, you know, if you're not going to make shots, you got to make sure you get stops on the other end, and that's something to
Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Here's what gets impaired.
In the 3-second area, even Bizjack was a good outside shooter. He's not even looking for his outside shot. They're turning the corner and getting to the basket. That must be the scouting report. Say, let's go to the basket because there's nobody back there to bother us, and then we're going to just keep hitting the glass as well.
Yeah, it's a 14-2 advantage in the paint for Butler. 14 of their 15 points. So you're right. The absolute book on Providence is take the ball to the rim.
Yep.
And here comes Ajayi coming to the free throw line after getting the deuce the last time out. And he ran, well, actually, I should say that's a two-shot foul because he was put down on the floor by Jameer Jones, and he rattles the first one in. He's a 64 points and better than 11 rebounds per game. His second shot is on the way, and he buries it. So he's got 8 here in the early going, and it's a 17-5 advantage for Butler early. Into the forecourt right for Vox. Corey Floyd enters the game for the first time in 7 games after being out with a hamstring injury. On the left side, Sellers had it. Picked up by Hargrove, who's checked in at the foul line. Comes back left for Vox in front of the Butler bench. Splits 2 defenders. Kicks it out to Sellers. It gets an open look. Can't hit it.
If Sellers is off, is going to be a problem because he's been consistent all year making shots.
You're exactly right. He doesn't hit. Who's going to pick up the slack?
He's 0 for 3 so far, and he's had all open looks, too.
Ajayi has it out front. He's got Corey Floyd on the assignment. Comes left for Elibor. Penetrates to the foul line. Slides down the lane. Dumps it off underneath for Johan Traore, who's come into the post. Traore back out front. Loose ball by Ajayi. He lost it. Friars come up for the steal. Here's Floyd, who hands it to Jones, who drives down the lane and jams it.
Good pass, Corey Floyd there against Jones. On the break there, and when Jones gets on the break with some space, he's going to put it down.
Jameer gets his first deuce, makes it 17-7, 13:38 to go in the first half. Elibor comes off a high screen. Traore at the top now of the key. Hands off to Bizjack, curls to the left, rolls down the lane, throws it away. Threw it right to Floyd. Floyd leads the break 3-1 on the floor. Jones gets cut off, and he slings the ball out of bounds and throws it away. My goodness.
Jones has gone to the basket 99% of the time when he's got that play.
He could have gone up with that shot. Instead, he reverses out and throws the ball away.
I know. I mean, just go up to the basket on that one. He had, the recognition right there. He had his guy beat. Just go to the basket there.
Sellers comes out. Jones is actually going to stay in the game. The Friars are going to bring Millivan and Daniels into the game for the first time. So the turnover, costly. Traore comes left. Now for Ajayi. Ajayi coming off the screen to Evan Haywood for 3. Missed the jumper. And Floyd grabs the defensive rebound. Pushes up the floor again for Jameer. Jameer is going to go right to the rim this time and lay it in. He wasn't wasting that one.
Well, he had a small guy on him. He saw him, too. He said, by Haywood right there, he says, he can't stop me, and lays it up nicely.
4 for Demeer, 17-9, 12:50 to go in the opening half. Off the top with it, moving to the right, is Yame Butler. Butler loses the ball in front of the Friar bench and turns it over again. Butler's got a case of the dropsies.
Yeah, good defense by Corey Floyd right there, but Butler came out, which is perfect. 7 for 11 to start. And now they just had a couple of turnovers, and the Friars just have to make some shots right here, and they'll be right back in it.
So Floyd now will walk it into the forecourt to our right. Off a high screen, kicks it out to Vox. Comes back to Floyd again on the right wing. He's guarded by Ajayi and Butler's man. Now up the high post. Hargrove hands back off to Floyd. Goes to the foul line. Jumper up. Left it short. And a rebound controlled by Traore. Up the floor to Ajayi. Ajayi, the Gonzaga transfer, pulls it out to the top of the key. Reverses, comes left. Hayward. Bizjack goes to the right side for Butler. Butler drives to the free throw line, gets in the lane, leaves it with a one-hander and scores.
Oh, Vox, stay on your feet. Well, yeah, they play defense and stand. They're flying by, trying to block shots. They easy pump fake. The guys go flying by.
Yami Butler only averages 4 points per game, gets the deuce there to make it 19-9.
And you're going for his fake.
Yeah, you're not doing a whole lot of studying if you're doing that. Floyd, left corner. Vox gets off the three. It's in and out. Rebound comes down again to Ajayi. He's already got 7 rebounds in this first half. He's going to drive down the lane. He throws it up wild. It goes in the basket. They're going to say the foul, I think, on the floor before the shot.
No,
they're going to give it to him. Yep. Wow, it went high off the glass and down through the hoop. He draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. It just ain't going the Friars' way right now. Timeout on the floor, 11:38 to go in the half, and a 21-9 lead here for the Bulldogs. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar Basketball.
Dave's Marketplace is a proud sponsor of Providence College Athletics. Dave's is a locally owned and operated company with 10 locations serving Rhode Island families. Dave's has won many awards for its prepared foods and pizza departments, so when you don't have time to cook, they can satisfy your family's needs. When you do have time to cook, Dave's offers the highest quality produce, seafood, meats, deli, bakery, and a large variety of grocery and specialty foods. A smile and a free cup of coffee with every visit.
This is an ad about a self-made team. Me. See, I go to school, I do my chores, but I also have my own goals. I'm saving what I earn from making radio ads like this one to buy a gaming computer, and I'm using my Embark account to do it. With no fees, mobile banking, and a money management tool, it's like a spend account, but a lot smarter. So if you're a self-made teen like me, I suggest you get one too. The Embark account, banking for the self-made teen. Navigate Credit Union, federally insured by NCAA.
As an athlete or fan, you need to keep your mind and body in the game. With over 90 board-certified radiologists with broad-based
team. Ajayi, though, is he plays bigger than he is, but they just turn the corner and the Friars just forget about where he is. You can't forget about where Ajayi is, that's for sure.
So as you said, Butler 9 for 14, the Friars 4 for 15. Turnovers, Butler has 3. The Friars only have 1 so far. That's not the problem. Problem is there's no defense.
No defense, and you can't make shots. You know, the Friars team, when they've won this year, they've been able to outscore teams. I mean, they give up a lot of points, but they put points on the board themselves. When they're not making shots, they can't rely on their defense, and that's what's happening right now. But there's plenty of time to go in the game. I mean, they got to go out here. You got to stop making some shots and get some stops at this end.
Ajayi hits the free throw. He's got 11 of the 22 Butler points up on the board. Friars down 13. Daniels to the right side. Up front now for Floyd, left wing.
Butler's in his zone, a little 3-2.
And Sellers is back into the game. Right side, Sellers, top of the key. Back to Corey Floyd on the right wing. Back up top for Sellers. 10 to shoot. Back right for Floyd again. Looks to the middle. Gets a screen. Gets to the foul line. Kicks it through to Daniels, who drives the baseline. Step through. Out to Floyd. An open 3. He can't get it. And a rebound for Ajayi again under the basket.
Another good look, though. Yeah, Friars getting wide open looks. That was good execution. Just didn't make the shot.
4 for 16 from the floor. Bizjack gonna let go of a 28-footer and hits it.
Well, Corey Floyd went underneath the screen on that one, and Bizjack stepped back, knocked it down.
And what happens when you go underneath the screen?
Well, you don't do that with a good shooter. You got to get out. You got to chase him around.
And they haven't been able to figure that out yet this year.
You know, this zone's interesting. They have Bizjack playing in the back of the zone and have the bigger guys out on the top of the zone.
Sellers has it stolen from him in front of the Butler bench. Back up the floor, Haywood. On the right side of Ajayi, gets down in the post. Almost traveled with it, gets it out to Bizjack for another deep three, missed it. The Friars fight for the rebound, and Floyd is hurt down on the floor on the baseline.
He ran into Ajayi, or Ajayi ran into him, and Floyd he took one in the chops right there.
Oh, boy. They have stopped play, and Corey is curled up in a ball on the baseline near the left corner. On the floor, as Kim English comes over, Chris Hageman, the trainer, has run over.
Yeah, he took a pretty good shot right there in the chops. And Corey usually bounces right up, so he had to take a real good one.
We got 10:23 to go here in the half, and Butler now has their largest lead of the game at 16, 25-9. They've scored 8 unanswered points. Friars had it close to within 8, single digits, and then 8 unanswered, 8-0 run here by the Bulldogs as Corey being helped to his feet, and he will be coming off the floor toward the Friar bench on the far side under his own power.
Yeah, I think he got hit in the spot where it's very sensitive, and it takes a little while to get your breath on that one.
Yeah, we just saw it on a replay.
So and you got a guy coming at him named Ajayi who's like a bull in a china shop, and when he hits you with his knee, you're going to feel it.
Otherwise known as the netherworld.
Yes.
Yeah. Friars have the ball as Floyd goes to the bench to recover. The Friars have some recovering of their own to do after pulling within 8.
Well, we got to get
8 unanswered.
You got to get Sellers going here. He hasn't made a shot yet, and has some good looks, but he just hasn't been able to knock down some shots.
And Butler's on a 100-point pace in this. Halfway through the first half, they've got 25 on the board. Here's Mila driving underneath, finds Jameer, reverse layup, a score.
Yeah, I mean, the zone, it's an interesting zone by Butler. They have the small guys underneath there, so if you get into the middle of that zone, you can get layups against them.
Butler has it for Butler, drives past the top of the key, throws up the floater, gets it to go. And again, no resistance at all from the Friars on defense.
Well, Osmond's got to get up over that line right there and try to block that shot.
Sellers finds Fox, an open look at 3, right corner, good.
Well, they can get some offense going, but they got to get some stops. They can't trade baskets now.
Second tray for Stephon Vox, 27-14, 9:34 to go in the half. Dummy Butler has it against Sellers. He feeds the post for Traore. Traore backdoor, goes underneath for Haywood, puts it up, scores again. My goodness.
Well,
Check
Jones
that. It's Jackson Keith with the basket.
Jones just let him go. Let him cut into the wide open area. Didn't fight him for the position.
I don't know if they're just trying to trade baskets or what. Here's Mila down the lane. He lays it up. He scores.
Yeah, Friars is finally making shots here, but the defense
stop.
have to stop people. You fall behind like this, you got to play some D.
Mila's first basket of the game makes it 29-16. Traore on the high post. Now Butler left all alone for 3, missed one.
Yeah, you want him to take that shot all day.
Osmond got the ball up the floor to Jones. Jones tries to drive over to Sellers. Sellers double team. Out to Jameer, top of the key, fakes it, drives it, lost the ball off his leg. No, they're going to say...
Well, the official underneath the basket said
out of bounds.
Went out of bounds. And Gaffney came in from the wing out here, and he called the foul right in front of the other official. Who's that? Who's underneath the basket? What official's name is that?
I believe that was Nathan Hall.
Yeah, Nathan Hall said it was out of bounds, didn't call a foul, and Gaffney came in from the top of the key almost and said it was a foul, give him 2 shots.
So that's the first foul of the ball game called on Butler with 8:47 to go in the half. It's called on Evan Haywood.
Friars only have 3 team fouls. But both teams just running up and down and scoring at will. Nobody's guarding anybody.
Jameer at the line for 2, misses the first one. He has really struggled over the last couple of weeks at the free throw line. He's down to 67% from the free throw line. He missed a couple of big ones in the second half on Saturday at Georgetown that obviously could have been the difference in the game in a 1-point loss.
Well, he just needed to make 1 free throw. Yeah, he tied it up for overtime.
And he misses both free throws here. Butler with a rebound. They've got the ball in a 29-16 lead. Friars over their first 2 from the free throw line after leading the Big East in team free throw shooting all season long.
Friars would have been better off taking the ball out of bounds than that play.
No kidding. Bizjack comes left for Olabor, who checked back in.
I like this Olabor. He's really shined at the end of the year.
Spins in the lane, lays it up, got it short. Osman Mia got a piece of it. Mila grabs the loose ball. Mila starts the break. He leaves it for Jameer. Jameer then tries to dump it off. Osman's not ready for it and fumbles it away.
It wasn't a good pass, John. I mean, the guys were in front of him. He should have laid it up, Jones. So that reverse layup right there.
Bizjack gets dribble penetration in the lane again. Blocked by Mila. Jones rips it away from Finley Bizjack. And then there's a foul called on Bizjack trying to get it back from Jameer.
Good defense by Mila right there. Came in from behind there, blocked the shot on Bizjack. Friars try to get down the floor. There was a little foul there against Jones, so the Friars get to keep the possession.
First foul on Bizjack and the second team foul on Butler.
Bizjack picked up a foul, I think,
he
there as
did.
he reached in on that block shot.
Yeah, he got it. Well, the Friars get it. We dip under 8 to play in the first half, trailing by 13. Sellers with it off the top. Comes the right wing for Vox. Vox has Jackson Keith, 6'5" freshman, guarding him, gets around him, splits the two defenders, 15-footer up, off the back iron, won't stick.
That was another good shot by Vox. He was open, good play.
Keith with the rebound. Keith now touches over to Elabor on the left wing. Elabor outside the arc, goes down low for Keith. Keith trying to post up on Daniels, spins to the inside.
Good D by Daniels right
Lobs
there.
it back out near the mid-floor line to Bizjack. Bizjack picked up there by Mila, has his screen, cuts down the sideline, hands off to Jones, back to Bizjack, goes up the floater. Nope, offensive foul called on 13. That's on Drayton Jones.
See the defense by Mila right there. He got on top of that screen, John, on the side, on the wing there, made him go baseline so he couldn't come over the top and get the shot. That was good defense, good execution.
Timeout on the floor after Jones picks up the foul for Butler. 7:19 to play in the opening half. 29-16, Butler in the lead from Learfield. This is Providence Friar basketball.
Finding the perfect engagement ring can be overwhelming, but no one makes it easier than Hanush Jewelers. And because Hanush is a direct diamond importer and a jewelry manufacturer, you'll save 30 to 60% off everyday pricing. Let the experts at Hanush Jewelers make your experience one you'll remember forever. Hanush Jewelers at 325 Quaker Lane in West Warwick and at 435 State Road in the Hanush Plaza in Dartmouth. Hanush Jewelers, a family jeweler for your family.
White Cross Pharmacy's MedPack makes taking your daily medications organized and simple. Here's how it works. It all starts here at our local headquarters in Lincoln. Our pharmacists review your prescriptions and begin to process your order. Through a series of steps, your meds are filled by our pharmacists, checked for accuracy, packaged and labeled, then go out for delivery right to your door, on time, every month. White Cross Pharmacy's MedPack makes your daily medications organized and simple.
Everyone's so busy keeping up. Forget about the Joneses. We all on our telephones with the texts and the tweets and the beats. What he said, she said, can't even follow the thread. Down the hole, we all go. Me, I like keeping up too, with my Corona and my attitude. That's La Vida Mas Fina.
Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Hot Potato Food Truck, a proud partner of PC Athletics. And for your next event, call the Hot Potato Food Truck at 401-919-3009.
Well, we got to get Sellers on that hot potato going on here. He hasn't had a score yet. Friars are just 7 for 20 from the floor, but they're giving up 12 for 21 by Butler at 57%. The Friars have had the opportunities. I had a pretty good couple of stops there on the defensive end, but haven't been able to turn the scores down the offensive end. But they stop making some shots. It always comes down to that anyway. But down 29-16, they're down 15-2. They battle into a little bit, but they have to stop putting the ball in the basket. They need to, this last 7 minutes of the half, you talk about try to somehow get it to maybe seven or 8 points at halftime. You'll take that because as poorly as you played, you're still in the ball game. And Butler's not going to continue to shoot it at this kind of clip, so you got to go out there and still eat away at that lead and try to get into the halftime with some momentum.
7 for 20 from the floor. Butler 12 for 21. Rebounding 16-7 is the Butler advantage. Turnovers 4 for Butler, 3 for Providence.
The turnovers aren't bad. Friars are having good looks though. They're getting good shots at the basket. You just got to stop making them.
And they got a rebound, too, when they don't make them. Here's Vox with it off the top of the key, comes to the right side, bounce pass to Mila in the post, reverses. Millivan for three, gets it from the top of the key.
That's good execution. Every time they come out of timeouts, they seem to have a good play set up. They move the ball, set some screens, and get a wide open look, and Daniels knocks down that three-pointer.
Averages 2 points per game, coming off the bench in a vital 6th or 7th man role over the last couple of weeks, and Millivan Daniels pops down his first jumper.
Well, he had a big three-pointer against Butler at home. They kept him in the game, late in the game that last time they played.
Drayton Jones on the left post. Back door for Bizjack. Stolen by Sellers. It took it from him on inside the paint. Sellers reverses. Takes the three. Mila, wide open three. Nope. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Butler. It's Providence ball.
Well, Mila's had 6 3-pointers in the last 2 games, so that was a good look right there. Just missed the shot. Good job by Sellers. He came down and faked the three and passed it over to Mila wide open. Had a good look.
Friars will keep it. Fresh shot clock, 20. Up on the board, 6:31 to go in the half. Sellers will look for the inbounds. Baseline left of the basket. And he's going to flip it inside for Osmond. Kicks it out to Vox. Steps to the left. Can't get the three off. Back out front to Sellers. Sellers going to try to take Bizjack off the dribble. Goes up for the three. It's no good. Rebound. Osmond has it. Kept it high. Saved it to Mila. To Daniels. Out to Sellers, who fakes it. Now he drives it. Gets caught in the lane. Puts it up and scores.
There you go. Get him going. I mean, a scorer like him, he sees that one go through the hoop. He might get 3 or 4 to go for him now.
And the Friars are back with an 8. It's 29-21. Driving left, Ajayi right down the lane. Goes up and gets caught in no man's land. That's a travel.
Great D by Mila, John. I mean, he's playing good defense. Mila's had a block shot so far in this game and took Ajayi away from the basket on that one.
Mila, as you suggested, probably was going to face Ajayi quite a bit defensively. What happened there? He just didn't jump when he went up.
Right. I mean, Mila's not going to block shots, you know, at his size normally. He's got one in this game against Bizjack, but Mila does a good job of keeping position. Does a nice job of using his body, chests it up on Ajayi, and that's what you have to do on Ajayi. You don't try to block his shot. You got to get in front of him and make him run you over. Just be physical with him.
Well, the Friars get the ball on the 6th Butler turnover of the half. Mila into the forecourt left for Daniels. Daniels now finds Vox between the circles. Vox cuts to the right, fires off the three. Got it!
Good screen there by Oswin, and Vox knocks down that three-pointer. All of a sudden, it's a 5-point game, and again, their defense is working pretty well, and they're getting some offense from it.
3 threes by Vox here in the first half. Big East All freshman nails it. Jones hands off to Bizjack, starts to the right, drives on Vox down into the right flat, goes down underneath on Oswin, up fakes, throws it up, won't get it to go. But Oswin bit on the fake and put him on the floor, and Bizjack will go to the line.
Bizjack is what, 6 feet? Oswin's 7 feet. Don't go for pump fakes from a 6-foot guy in the paint. Just stay on your feet, put your hands up. That's all you got to do. If he makes it, he's not going to make a tough shot over you.
That's really the only problem with Oswin defensively. He's just not disciplined enough principally to not go for those fakes as Bizjack hits the free throw. And we talked about this in the pregame. You got to keep this guy off the foul line. That was better than 86% from the season, 91% in Big East play.
That was just a big possession right there. Friars had some momentum, and you bail them out. You play pretty good defense, and then you bail them out trying to block shots, leaving your feet. They leave their feet too much. Everybody on this team does that. They think they're going to block shots.
Bizjack hits them both. He's got 7 points in the half at 31-24. Friars go back of the offense with Daniels left side out front for Vox near the mid-floor circle. Uses a high screen, 30-footer, up and in! Oh, my, that one brought rain!
Yeah, well, he gets it going. He can be streaky. We saw a game against Rhode Island this year. He hit 4 3-pointers in a row. He gets that thing going in. He can knock them down.
He's got 4 here in the first half. Feed to Jones in the post. He's got Hargrove behind him. Crosses over underneath to Ajayi, who goes up and scores over Mila and got fouled.
Good execution by Butler right there. They had a screen there. Mila couldn't get in front of Ajayi, and Ajayi just kept him on his hip there. He was able to get it up strong. Once he gets it that close to the basket, Ajayi's tough.
He's a guy the Friars have simply had no answers for this entire season. Mila gets called for his first personal. That is 5 on the Friars here in the half. Ajayi has now 13 points of the 33 on the board. He has averaged, the first 2 games against the Friars this year, 24 points in 2 games with 13 and a half rebounds, and he hits the free throw.
He's just a beast out there. Tough matchup.
34-27, right like that. Back to a 7-point game. They got 4:45 to go in the opening half. Hargrove out to Vox again, comes off the high screen. Going to drive to the hoop now, lays it up off the glass and in.
Well, you're so worried about him making 3-pointers. He gets to the basket that time and gets it off the ground. He's very good going to his right.
That's 14 for Stefan here in the first half. Elabor has it left wing on Sellers, drives down into the post, backs it out on the sideline, reverses, got tipped. He gets it on the baseline. Ajayi's going to try to work on Milligan, backs his way down, reverses, in and out, won't get it. Rebound loose on the floor. Hargrove is there, and he saves it up the floor to Mila. Now for Vox on the right sideline. Oh, my goodness, deep three is an air ball.
What are you doing? I mean, that's just like, that's a 45-footer for crying out loud. I mean, I know heat check. I mean, that's just not a good shot. The guy's on him, and he shoots an air ball right there. That's the recognition that makes you crazy. I mean, I know he's got it going, but he shot that by the Madison Square Garden sign. I mean, it's just crazy. How do you do that?
I don't know, but he just did it.
I mean, you could have come up and hesitate a little bit. The guy's worried about you shooting threes, then blow by him. The guy's hand was in his face from 40 feet, and you shoot it.
Elabor brings it the other way, lobs it. Ajayi goes underneath, inside for Traore, and he slams it.
What happens every time you take a bad shot?
They score easily on the other end.
It happens every single time. I mean, as good as Vox is playing, I mean, that's just a stupid shot.
Traore gets his first basket of the game, makes it 36-29. Mila starts left, cuts to the right, goes down the lane, throws up the runner, scores.
Good move by Mila. He has Bizjak on him. Bizjak can't guard him. Mila's 6'7", takes him to the basket and finishes it off nicely in the paint.
Friars are recognizing what Butler's recognized. They know where the weak spots are. They should know how to drive the ball.
Well, Bizjak's playing in the back of that zone. If you can get to the back of it, you got Bizjak back. He's not going to bother you.
Elabor takes it to the right of the top of the key, comes back left for Traore. Traore's going to move into the post. On Hargrove, backs his way in from the left side, bumps him, jump hook up off the iron. It will not go in. Jones with the offside rebound, pushes up the left side for Vox, stops in front of the Butler bench. He's going to lob to Jones, who goes up and missed the dunk, but he got fouled from behind.
The big fella got him there.
They're going to call it an Ajayi from behind. That's his first. That is 4 on Butler. with 2:58 to go in the half, and we got a timeout.
See, Vox is so good. I mean, he's a good passer. Don't need to rush things. I mean, that time he probably could have shot it again. He had a better look, but he threw it inside to an open Jones who goes up for the dunk and gets himself to the foul line. Good recognition that time by Vox.
We'll return in a moment from Learfield. This is Providence Friar Basketball.
Ivy Rehab Elite Physical Therapy is the premier choice for physical therapy in Rhode Island. You deserve a physical therapy place that will go above and beyond to ensure you remain comfortable while receiving the results you want. Elite Physical Therapy is staffed by a team of highly trained and talented physical therapists, all of whom take the time to listen to your concerns and answer your questions. That way, they can create a personalized treatment plan that puts your comfort first. Ivy Rehab Elite Physical Therapy, award-winning, hands-on care for healthy results. It's your choice where to go.
Done once, done right. Guaranteed when you hire union plumbers, pipe fitters, and refrigeration technicians who are members of Local 51. Our 5-year apprentice program includes classroom and on-the-job training. Continuing education for our members ensures they're familiar with the latest codes and safety rules. Rely on our stable and skilled workforce for your building, service, or renovation project. Local 51. Done once, done right.
Hey, Friar fans, it's college basketball season. And SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Providence basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Providence Friars. Let's go Friars! SeatGeek.
The Wicked Good Sausage Cart is a proud partner of PC Athletics. For your next event, call the Wicked Good Sausage Cart, 401-919-3009.
Well, Vox has been wicked good here during this stretch for the Friars, knocking down some three-point shots. He's got to make a couple of better decisions out there, but he's really knocking down shots. He's 5 for 9 from the floor, 4 for 6 from 3. He's shot the Friars right back into this one. Doing a good job of moving the ball in themselves and throwing those extra passes. And the defense picked up a little bit better, John. That's how they got back into this ball game. Now down only 5 points with 3 minutes basically go here in the first half. Butler shooting 14 for 25 at 56%. Friars are getting a little bit better at 45%, 13 of 29. They're doing a good job of moving the ball. Just have 3 turnovers. They have turnovers in the game. Friars have 3 turnovers in the ball game, and that's a good stat for them when they keep that turnover low. Butler just has 6, so both teams taking pretty good care of the basketball.
Butler 17-11 edge on the backboards as well.
Well, that's a Jai. I mean, Jai is a beast out there. Does he have double digits in rebounds yet?
He has 8 rebounds. Jameer Jones to the foul line, already 0 for 2 in this game, but he buries that first one. That gives him his 7th point of the first half. Big East all-freshman team averaged 12.2 points, 4.6 rebounds per game. His second shot also good. Got them both. The Friars have crawled back within 3 with 2:58 to play. Here in the first half, 36-33. To the right side with it is Elabor against Mila. Out front for Ajayi, who spins away from Jones, who drives, lays it up and scores.
Well, Jones went for the steal. You go for the steal, you put your teammates at a disadvantage that time, and Ajayi takes advantage.
16 points, 8 rebounds for Michael Ajayi in this game. Here's Mila driving down on Bizjack, slipped to the floor. He saved it, and they're going to call him for a travel.
Well, if you dribble the ball and fall, you can't get back up. You got to stay on the floor. And again, they had Mila against Bizjak. They want him to take Bizjak. That's a mismatch, and he just tripped and fell on that one.
Yeah, but he didn't move his feet. I mean, his pivot foot was still good.
Yeah, that's an automatic call for the officials. You fall and get up, that's a travel.
Elabor has it on the right wing. Up high now for Traore. Hands off to Bizjak. Got around the screen for three. Nope. Rebound. Cole Hargrove high in the lane. And they got it tipped away from behind. It goes out of bounds. Providence will keep it.
That was a bad call. I thought he knocked that off.
So did I.
Hargrove's. I think Gaffney missed the call. They're gonna look at that. I thought Gaffney missed the call. I thought that could have been a foul, and he didn't call a foul, so he said he'd give the ball to Providence instead. But Butler's going to get that ball back. That definitely went off Hargrove's leg. And we can see it up here. We're 3 miles away from the hoop.
And the officials are right in front of it and can't make the call. That's not a political comment or anything like that at all, right? No.
That's Jayhawk Gaffney. Can't just Jayhawk on his forehead.
So we got 2 minutes. Some grudges just won't die. Right?
I mean, that was the worst call I've seen in a long time. You remember that play? Shall I rehash it again?
I remember that. No, you don't need to.
Okay.
Shall we rehash Brian O'Connell's call against Villanova against the Friars in the Big East tournament here? But 10 years ago?
Ben Bentel, he could have driven a truck through with a space that he called a foul on. He called it a reach-in foul.
Yeah.
He could have drove a truck through there.
I know.
How could he reach him? He couldn't even get him.
Well, here it is on the replay, and it looks like Elabor knocked it off of Hargrove's leg out of bounds.
He did. Hargrove was the last one to touch that. Hargrove just got too soft with it. I mean, you can't just, you got to spread out and not let anybody get the ball over to Sellers right away. He was too lackadaisical with that play. And what's the replay?
So 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go before half. Butler with a 38-33 advantage.
By Butler on the out-of-bounds play. They are successful in that. It'll be Butler ball side out of bounds.
That's John Gaffney, and so it will be a successful challenge by the Bulldogs.
I think Gaffney missed the call. He should have called a foul on Elabor reaching in and slapping the hand of Hargrove. So he missed that call, so he said, all right, I'll just give the ball to Providence. But now you have the replay. You can't
correct the foul.
You can't correct the foul.
Right.
I mean, the ball was slapped out of his hands from behind. How do you get the ball and not his arm? So it was a foul in that play, and he can't.
So what you're saying then is John Gaffney just made a bad call worse.
Yeah.
There's a ball that. Tipped and stolen by Sellers as he picks it up. He intercepted it from Ajayi, and they have Mila down the lane who jams it home.
And it all doesn't matter now. It just doesn't matter. You get the deuce back anyway.
Mila was 6.5, but the Friars are back within 3 as Ajayi. He brings it into the forecourt. They've got Jalen Sellers trying to slow him down now. Up high for Elabor. Scoots to the right of the top of the key. Cuts back to the left. Down the lane. Slides to the hoop. Missed it. Rebound tipped over to Mila. Friars Friars could actually tie this score with a 3. Mila's going to take Kaiser off the dribble. Bank it up, score! And one! Mila puts it in off the glass.
He's so good going to the basket. He's been doing that the whole ball game. He started the ball game, had 3 good moves. Missed all the shots, but those are his shots. Now he's starting to get the rhythm going on the offense. Picks up a foul. There, knocks it in off the glass.
Jamie Kaiser picks up his first. 5 on Butler. And now Ryan Mila on the season, 81% from the line. The shot is on the way, and it will stay, and the Friars have tied this score after being down by 16 in this half.
It was 15-2 at one point.
It's 38-38 with 1:30 to play. Left wing. Bizjack leaves it on the sideline for Ajayi. Now Box is going to try to slow him down. Ajayi goes underneath. They'll find Butler out of bounds. A foul is called on Hargrove. Check that it was on Traore. Hargrove had him down low, and Traore got bumped.
Well, Hargrove was coming over the middle, try to help out on any penetration by Ajayi, because he had Vox on him, but he just had a little bit of an opening there. Good pass there by Ajayi.
Second foul on Cole Hargrove. That's the 6th on the Friars. Johan Traore to the foul line, 71% on the season for the Bulldogs. And the shot here is no good. That's their first miss of almost anything today. They were 7 for 7 from the line before that. They shot 54% from the floor in the first half.
Yeah, they had it going, and they were making everything with the Friars couldn't make anything, but again, the Friars were taking good shots.
Second shot is good. And Butler grabs the lead back by 1 with 1:19 on the clock.
Well, what did you expect? Providence playing and Butler, they played 4 overtime periods this year.
Sellers brings it into the forecourt against the guy gets around his screen, looks to the interior, he's going to work on Bizjack down low, pump fake, bank shot off the rim, no. Ball is out of bounds, and it is off of Butler. Good job by Hargrove to keep that alive. And tap it off the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he stayed alive on the glass. He couldn't control the rebound, but he was battling 2 Butler players and was able to keep that ball alive and knock it off their foot, and the Friars get another possession.
Nilovan Daniels right back into the game. He's going to replace Corey Floyd, who had just checked in and now checks back out again after Corey took one in the lower chops, shall we say, earlier in the game. Friars will inbound it, baseline left of the basket. Daniels with .20 on the clock. Looks for a break to the hoop. He's going to lob it down low for Hargrove. Comes down with it. Got
Don't dribble it in traffic.
Stole it and Butler comes up with it.
All you do is throw it out the box. He was wide open.
There's a lob down low. Spinning is Traore. Goes up off the glass, and it goes in, and he got fouled. Daniels took the worst of that one and commits the foul.
Traore just got the post there. He saw a smaller guy on him and just said, give me the ball. I'm going to plow out of him, get him out of the way here, and score against 3 Friars.
So Daniels picks up his first. That is 7 on the Friars here in the half with 51 seconds to go.
Well, Hargrove had some nice minutes there, but the last possession right there, where he got the ball, he throws it out to Vox. He had 3 guys on him, and he tried to dribble in the paint. Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do as a big guy. Throw the ball out to an open man, especially Vox, who's been knocking down 3-pointers. He's 4 for 6. He's wide open. Give him the ball.
It's amazing to me some of the fundamental moves that this basketball team, Joe, just doesn't really recognize. Big man gets the ball, don't put it on the floor, get it out.
Especially when there's guards around.
Ferrera's free throw is good. So he gets the 3-point play. He's got 6 in the half for Butler, and the Bulldogs go right back up by 4. They've scored 4 in a row.
Let's go 2 for 1 right here. $50, 48 seconds to go.
Friars have hit 7 of the last 9 from the floor. Sellers has it. Mid-floor circle. Basket to our right. Waits for a cutter. Moves to the left. Ajayi picks him up in the flat. Now he's going to drive to the baseline. He circles back out. Goes inside to Pennis, who puts up the shot. Missed it. Rebound for Jameer. Saves it out to Mila in the right corner.
One shot.
Mila goes up for a fadeaway and scores from 16.
Never mind, Mila. Knocked the shot down in the corner.
Ryan Mila has 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 and a half. And Butler will call a 30-second use it or lose it timeout here with 16.6 seconds to go in the half and a 42-40 game.
Nice pick and roll there too with Sellers and Pennick, but he wasn't able to finish that off. He just came in the ball game, so he's a little, he's not in the flow of the game there. If he caught it, could have dunked it, but he missed the shot. But great job by Jones, John, coming in from the corner to wrestle that rebound away and get it over to Mila. Mila knocks down the jumper, but good activity on the glass. But to be down 42-40 here with 16 seconds to go.
They had the score tied.
Yeah, I mean, well, you'll take it if you're the Friars because the way they started the ball game down. 15-2 in this game. They had good looks the whole first half. They just weren't able to make those shots early. They're playing good defense here. They had some pretty good defensive stops when they were able to get out on the break. When the Friars get stops and play defense, they finish at the other end. I mean, they have everybody who can finish at the end, and that's how they got back in this ball game.
Well, they were down 15-2, as you said. They were down 16. It was 27-11 with 9:55 to go, and they pulled it back into a 38-38 tie. So that's a 27-11 turnaround on Butler right there.
All with the defense. You got to play good defense. You got to get stops.
Butler will inbound it. Bizjack out to Elabor, mid-floor circle, down to 15, 14. 13 seconds to go before halftime.
Elabor likes to go to the basket. He's not looking for an outside shot. He likes to get to the basket.
High screen, touch to the right, crosses over him. Missed the dunk. Loose ball to Sellers. With 3 seconds, with 2, with 1. Sellers to the rim, flipped it up. Oh, and he just rushed the shot. It doesn't go in, and we are at halftime at Madison Square Garden, and the Bulldogs will lead it 42-40 over the Providence Friars as both teams trying to stay alive and play on quarterfinal Thursday with the winner. The survivor here to face the regular season champ, St. John's Red Storm. More from Madison Square Garden coming up in a moment from Learfield. This is Providence Friar Basketball.
99.7 FM and AM 630 WPRO.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly... I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
This is Dennis Wyatt from Midland Roofing. This year, Midland Roofing celebrates 50 years of protecting Rhode Island homes with trusted, high-quality roofing solutions. That's 5 decades of dependable roofing, making Midland Roofing the reliable choice for homeowners across Rhode Island. With our GAF, Master Elite, and President's Club status, we can offer our customers the best warranties in the industry, giving you peace of mind for years to come.
This is head coach Kim English, and our friends here at Midland Roofing are proud to raise a roof for Providence Athletics. When your roof needs a win, call Midland Roofing. They've got you covered.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
At Ocean State Credit Union, our community is growing, and so are your possibilities. Whether you're looking for smarter banking, better rates, or guidance you can trust, we're here to help you reach what matters most. And now we're even closer. Visit our newest location in the Providence Financial District and experience banking that puts you first. Ocean State Credit Union. Discover the credit union difference.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Friar fans, this is number 11 Ryan Miller. Be sure to check out 110 Grill at 111 Fountain Street in downtown Providence. It is the perfect place to enjoy a nice meal and great drinks before heading over to the amp. Come in and enjoy some awesome apps, oversized sandwiches, and entree favorites like pulled pork, mac and cheese, chicken caprese, steak tips, and my favorite, Thai sesame salmon. 110 Grill is also recognized as one of the most allergy-friendly restaurant brands in the U.S., and the entire menu can be made gluten-free. Visit 110grill.com for more information and go Friars.
Rebound tipped over to Mila. Friars could actually tie this score with a three. Mila's going to take Kaiser off the dribble. Back it up. Score! And one! Mila puts it in off the glass.
He's so good going to the basket. He's been doing that the whole ball game. He started the ball game, had 3 good moves, missed all the shots, but those are his shots. Now he's starting to get the rhythm going on the offense, picks up a foul there and knocks it in off the glass.
Yeah, both Ryan Mila and Stefan Vox picking up the offense in the second half after the Friars dug themselves a really big hole and have pulled back within 2 at halftime here at Madison Square Garden. John Rook with Joe Hassett. First game of the 2026 Big East tournament here. And, hey, when you get yourself down into a 15-2 hole out of the break, it's pretty easy just to say it out of hell with it.
Yeah, well, you know, these teams all year, you know, the 6-11 in the Big East Conference, John, you just don't know who you're going to play. I mean, it's just amazing how every team is about the same. I mean, you don't know who's going to show up every night. And, you know, you knew Butler couldn't continue to make shots at the clip that they were doing, and you knew Providence wasn't going to keep missing the shots they had. I thought they had all good looks the first 5, 6, 7 possessions. They just couldn't make the shots. Sellers couldn't make anything that he's been making all year. But, you know, Vox got it going, and then Mila got it going and got him back in the ball game. It's a 2-point game, and this is a team that these two teams have played double overtime twice. So what do you expect? You know it's going to be a close game coming down the stretch.
Well, it was a 16-point, 25-9 lead for Butler with 10:55 still to go. It was still at 16 at 27-11 with 9:55 to go, and that's when the Friars then began to go to work. Vox hit a 3. Mila hit his first driving layup. Friars got a 3 from Nilovan Daniels. Sellers finally hit a jumper. Another 3 from Vox. So you got 10 unanswered points scored right in a row. Pulled the team back with actually 11-0 run. Pulled them back within 5 at 29-24 with 5:47 to go. And then after Butler had stretched back out to a 7-point lead, 34-27, 4:53 on the clock. Providence then scored 2 from Jones, 2 from Mila, 2 from Vox. That was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 to 2, 12 to 4 was the run to tie the score up at 38-38 after Mila hit a free throw with 1:39 to go.
You know, in this college game today, and you know, that last number of years, when you know the game changed so much, when you put a 30-second shot clock in and a three-point basket, you know, no lead is safe. I mean, the Friars had 21, 22-point leads this year and lost games. I mean, so when you fall behind, if you're going to fall behind that by a lot of points like they did early in the game, you always have enough time to come back in it because your opposition has to keep playing. You know, you can't use the clock or sit on the clock and take possession, take a minute off and run back doors all like the old Princeton teams. You have to keep playing, and you can't keep playing at a level where you're going to keep making shots at 60, 70% the whole ball game. It's just not normal. So you have to play some defense, and you know you'll get it going offensively. And just keep eating away, little 4-minute stretches, and get yourself back in the game. And that's exactly what the Friars did in that first half. They fell down, and you just mentioned down 16 points, but you know it's not insurmountable. They got it going, and they got those defensive stops, and they started to make shots, which they didn't do in the first half.
Ryan Mila himself scored the final 7 points of the half for the Friars. They trail by 2 at the break. More from Madison Square Garden in a moment from Learfield. This is Providence Friar basketball.
WEAN FM Wakefield Peacedale. This is News Talk 99.7 FM and AM 630 WPRO Providence, a Cumulus station.
Coach English here. To talk injuries. Ortho Rhode Island Express offers immediate injury care for sprains, breaks, tears, and more by orthopedic specialists you won't find at an urgent care or walk-in clinic. Call 401-777 7000. Option 1 for a same or next day appointment, including evenings and Saturdays. And learn more at orthopedicsri.com/express. Ortho Rhode Island Express. Injuries don't wait. Neither should you.
While we can't predict what the future holds, we can help ensure our investment recommendations remain in line with your goals, priorities, and preferences over time. We are here for you every step of the way and are dedicated to helping you prepare for what's ahead and ensuring you stay on track with your financial goals. To learn more, stop by our offices located in Providence and South Kingstown or visit JannyProvidence.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Everyone's so busy keeping up. Forget about the Joneses. We all on our telephones with the texts and the tweets and the beats. What he said, she said, can't even follow the thread. Down the hole, we all go. Me? I like keeping up too, with my corona and my attitude. That's La Vida Mas Fina.
Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear. Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Dave's Marketplace is a proud sponsor of Providence College Athletics. Dave's is a locally owned and operated company with 10 locations serving Rhode Island families. Dave's has won many awards for its prepared foods and pizza departments, so when you don't have time to cook, they can satisfy your family's needs. When you do have time to cook, Dave's offers the highest quality produce, seafood, meats, deli, bakery, and a large variety of grocery and specialty foods. A smile and a free cup of coffee with every visit.
Friars go back of the offense with Daniels left side out front for Fox near the mid-floor circle. Uses a high screen, 30-footer, up and in! Oh, my, that one brought rain!
Yeah, well, he gets it going. He can be streaky. We saw a game against Rhode Island. He hit 4 3-pointers in a row. He gets that thing going in. He can knock them down.
He's got 4 here in the first half. Yeah, the Friars got some outside shooting to fall late in the half to pull back within 2 of the Butler Bulldogs after being down by as much as 16 in that first half. It's 42-40 here at the break. Let's take a look at our numbers. Halftime sponsor brought to you by Santander Bank, proud sponsor of Friars basketball from tip-off to final buzzer. And as far as the scoring is concerned, well, first of all, for Butler, it was Michael Ajayi's show. 16 points, 8 rebounds in that first half as he just dominated. The Friars threw 4 or 5 different players at him. They couldn't slow him down.
Well, he's so physical, and, they got all their points in the paint. It all starts with him. He just turns the corner, he gets his body into people, and he has a great motor, John. He just keeps playing hard. It feels like he can get every rebound, too.
They also had 7 points from Finley Bizjack. And then 6 more from Johan Traore as Butler shot 53% of the first half. 16 of 30. But they were only 1 for 6 from 3, 9 of 10 from the foul line. Butler had 7 turnovers in that first half. The Friars had 6 turnovers, so you could probably live with that from a Providence perspective. And Butler had 18 rebounds. Providence 16. So the Friars closed that number considerably in the final few minutes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, and they moved the ball, I thought, very well in that first half. Friars had 12 assists. In that first half. They had 7 assists in the whole ball game, the last ball game against Georgetown. So, I mean, that, when you move the ball, this team does a much better job on the offensive end.
Friars shot 46% from the floor. They were 16 of 35 from the floor. They hit 42%, 5 of 12 from 3. 4 of those came from Stefan Vox, just 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and 2 of those came from Jameer Jones. We mentioned just 6 turnovers individually. Vox had 14 to lead the Friars, 11 from Ryan Mila.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams are very similar, John. That neither team is a very good defensive team. You're going to get a lot of open looks, and it just comes down to being efficient on the offensive end. You got to make some shots, and the Friars need to get that going. I mean, Butler's going to give them some shots. I mean, Butler doesn't pick you up until the top of the key, so you're going to be able to run what you want to run, and you're going to get some good looks. They just need to make the shots.
Friars need to find a way to get Jalen Sellers rolling as well. Held to just 4 points on 2 of 10 shooting from the first half. Second half is straight ahead from New York. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar basketball.
At Audi Warwick, Rhode Island's exclusive Audi dealership, discover the all-new, fully redesigned Audi Q5 and A5 family of vehicles where sharp styling, advanced tech, and precision engineering come together for a drive that excites every sense. Or take it further with the Audi S and RS models, built to perform, built to thrill. Over 75 new Audi vehicles are in stock and ready for you to take home today. Experience award-winning service with our complimentary loaner vehicles, on-site roadside assistance, and meet the passionate Audi Warwick team that delivers excellence every time. Proud recipients of the Audi Magno Award for over a decade. Visit Audi Warwick or go to AudiWarwick.com.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports in Chicago, Illinois.
Here's what gets impaired when you use alcohol or drugs. Your reaction time, your perception, your cognition, your attention, your balance, your coordination, and more. Which explains why when you use alcohol and drugs together, you are 200 times more likely to cause a crash. Don't mix alcohol and drugs. Don't drive drunk. Don't drive high, and try to stop someone who is. A message from the Rhode Island Department of Transportation.
This is an ad about a self-made teen. Me. See, I go to school, I do my chores, but I also have my own goals. I'm saving what I earned from making radio ads like this one to buy a gaming computer, and I'm using my Embark account to do it. With no fees, mobile banking, and a money management tool, it's like a spend account, but a lot smarter. So if you're a self-made teen like me, I suggest you get one too. The Embark account, banking for the self-made teen. Navigant Credit Union, federally insured by NCAA.
As an athlete or fan, you need to keep your mind and body in the game. With over 90 board-certified radiologists with broad-based experience and subspecialty training, Rhode Island Medical Imaging will deliver the most accurate diagnosis possible. If you need an X-ray, MRI, CAT scan, or another imaging exam, ask for RIMI as the first and only outpatient diagnostic imaging center of excellence in Rhode Island. RIMI will provide you with the highest quality of care. To find one of RIMI's state-of-the-art locations nearest you, visit RIMIRAD.com.
This is Dennis Wyatt from Midland Roofing in And this year, Midland Roofing celebrates 50 years of protecting Rhode Island homes with trusted high-quality roofing solutions. That's 5 decades of dependable roofing, making Midland Roofing the reliable choice for homeowners across Rhode Island. With our GAF Master Elite and President's Club status, we can offer our customers the best warranties in the industry, giving you peace of mind for years to come.
This is head coach Kim English, and our friends here at Midland Roofing are proud to raise the roof for Providence Athletics. When your roof needs a win, call Midland Roofing. They've got you covered.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Providence College. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Providence College, and Learfield announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Providence College.
John Rook, Joe Hassett back live at Madison Square Garden. We're underway with the second half. Bulldogs with the basketball, basket to our right. As the pass goes into the post and a dunk right off the bat from Drayton Jones.
I mean, where's Oswin? You got to get out there and stop playing some defense, Oswin.
Oswin has done nothing in this game. No points, 2 rebounds, 0. He did bang up his hand. There's a spin move down low by Jones, who scores on a drive down into the low post.
That's his favorite move. He likes to take his strong with that left hand, then spin back to the right and finish.
10 for Jameer in the game. Still a 2-point game. Opening minute of the second half here at Madison Square Garden. Elabor drives down the lane, scoops up, rolls it in from the left side, and again, Oswin offering no resistance at all.
Well, that's not his man either, though, John, but I mean, you know, this looks like a wreck game. I mean, is anybody going to guard anybody?
Here comes Jones, who got the ball blocked from a reverse attempt. Up the floor they find Kaiser missed the layup. Rebound follow is good, but they're going to call a foul.
Sellers on the drive right there.
Sellers will pick up his first foul of the game.
You know, Butler, they had 16 field goals in the first half, John. 15 of them were in the paint. And they start off the game the same way. The second half is the same way. And when they go to the basket, nobody even gets near them until they lay it up. It's unbelievable. I don't know what they're doing defensively out there for Providence.
Kaiser's free throw is good. That's his first point of the game for the redshirt sophomore from Burke, Virginia, transfer from Maryland. On the season, 75% from the free throw line. Butler in the first half now in the game, 10 for 11. And he hits 2 there. Bulldogs back up by 6 at 48-42, and we're a minute deep into the second half.
Friars have no resistance in the paint for big defense.
Sellers drives left, 12-footer up. He missed it. Too hard off the back of the iron again, just like they started the game with those shots that went off the back of the iron.
Yeah, I mean, they survived Sellers Cole Street in the first half, down by 2 at halftime, but he needs to heat it up here in the second half.
Here's Ajayi circling down the lane, crosses over, missed it, short. Mila grabs the loose basketball. Friars have a 4-on-3. Mila in the middle. Jump ball back out to Jameer, who's wide open for 3. He can't get it. Rebound is out of bounds. It is off of Butler. They'll say it is Providence ball.
That's a pass there. I think they should have bounced pass into Oswin that time. He was running the floor pretty nice. He had his man beat. He give him the pass right there. He might have had a dunk.
So it will be Mila to inbound. Baseline left of the basket. 20 to shoot. There's a lob out to Sellers. Sellers out between the circles. Gets a high screen away from Ajayi. Now moves to the right. Looks to take him off the dribble. Steps back. For three, no. Rebound, Jameer had it. Tipped out. Saved by Oswald. Finds Mila. Wide open three. Got one.
Good job by Oswald that time getting that loose rebound. And Mila knocks down the three. That's his 7th three-pointer in the last 3 games.
He pulls his team back within 3. It's 48-45. We're 2 minutes deep into the second half from Madison Square Garden. The winner plays on against regular season champ St. John's tomorrow. The loser goes home. Bizjack drives the lane. Missed it. Rebound tip. And a follow slam there by Jones.
I mean, Vox just got destroyed on that play. He got beat to the basket, and Oswald's going to get blamed for not getting over there to help out. I mean, nobody's gotten anybody on the perimeter.
Here's Jones, comes off the screen, rolls down the left side of the lane against Drayton. Jones lobs it to Oswald, jump hook, score.
Nice pass by Jones. Finally give Oswald a shot. I mean, give him an opportunity out there in the offensive end.
Left-handed jump hook by Oswald. His first basket of the game was 17-23 to go in the second half.
Let's see somebody play some defense and keep Butler out of the paint. I mean, they just turn the corner, go to the basket every time.
Ajayi steps back. They find Kaiser off the top. Back to Ajayi again. He's going to launch a deep three. No good. Rebound Oswald. Good block out. Hands off the Sellers.
Yeah, you want Ajayi taking threes, that's for sure.
Here's Mila driving right. Spins at the foul line. In, finds Oswald, go up with it, scores!
Go up with it, I was just going to say that myself, John, that was pretty good.
Doesn't take much to see that. Back-to-back baskets by Big O, pulls Providence within 1. Elabor has it off the top, finds Bizjack in the lane. He fakes it, he drives it, gets down underneath, goes through the baseline.
And your feet out. Don't jump, don't leave your feet.
Clears it out in front of his bench, now finds Jones in the post, who spins. On Mila, scores easily.
Well, they get a mismatch. Good job by Bizjack recognizing it. The big guy. Jones was taking Mila to the basket that time. No chance.
That's 9 now for Drayton Jones in the game. 6 have come. Here in the second half. Sellers off a high screen. Goes right to the rim. Lays it up. Gets it to go.
Well, he gets had his team going to the basket. That just middle wide open for him, and he finishes. Not a lot of defense going on here, John, right now. It's just like up and down rec game. Let's have some fun.
6 for Sellers in the game. It's 52-51. Elabor left side in front of his bench. Mila's there with him. Looks for a clear through, drives to the right, leaves it off for Ajayi outside the three-point stripe. Now for Kaiser. Kaiser now feeds Ajayi again. Going to drive on Mila, down low. Short on the shot, it goes out of bounds, off the knee. It is going to be Butler ball.
Good defense by Mila that time. He challenged Ajayi on that one. They might
look at this.
They might challenge that one.
They're going to give the ball to Providence. I believe that Nathan Hall is going to change the call.
Well, Gaffney changed the call on him on a foul. Nathan Hall came in and said, well, let me check this out.
So they're going to go check it. We're going to take the timeout anyway. We'll clear it up. 15:45 to play. Bulldogs by 1. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar Basketball.
Finding the perfect engagement ring can be overwhelming, but no one makes it easy. Than Hanoush Jewelers. And because Hanoush is a direct diamond importer and a jewelry manufacturer, you'll save 30 to 60% off everyday pricing. Let the experts at Hanoush Jewelers make your experience one you'll remember forever. Hanoush Jewelers at 325 Quaker Lane in West Warwick and at 435 State Road in the Hanoush Plaza in Dartmouth. Hanoush Jewelers, a family jeweler for your family.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch to every bottle raised today, it proves that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports in Chicago, Illinois.
New England laborers are training the workforce of today that will build tomorrow with state-of-the-art training academies throughout New England. You'll be equipped with the construction skills, knowledge, and experience to start your career and a better tomorrow. UNA, feel the power. Part of the Big East Legends program where they honor greats from programs past. The Friar Big East legend being honored here this week, Eric Murdoch.
Yeah, Eric had a great career at Providence. I remember after his junior year, everybody forgot about him. Next year, his senior year, they had 3 teams all Big East preseason. He wasn't on any of them, and he ended up making first team All-American. He had 45 points at Arizona. He had the singles
scoring the McHale Center scoring record for years. Decades.
I mean, he was a beast his senior year. He went to work that summer and just got better and better and better, and nobody could play him in the Big East, and he had a terrific year.
He had a terrific NBA career thereafter as well.
Well, he was drafted by the Utah Jazz, and he had to sit behind John Stockton for a couple of years, so he never got any playing time. So he went to their office and said, "Hey, listen, I want to get traded. I'm not sitting here the rest of my career behind what Stockton plays." So they traded him to Milwaukee, I think he was. And he had a couple of good years in Milwaukee and had a nice career, Eric did. He was a good player, a good kid, too.
Friars down 1. Butler will inbound the ball after they've checked it. So they've given the ball back to Butler. Inbounds comes from Bizjack. Top of the key now for Ajayi. Ajayi holds it high against Jameer Jones. Goes off the left wing. Bringing it back to the right is Yame Butler, who's in the game. 6'5" graduate transfer. Transfer from Drexel. Ball gets stolen, knocked away, and a whistle.
They call a foul on Ajayi.
On Butler.
Ajayi reaching in on Sellers. Hey, you like to get Ajayi in foul trouble. You get him out of there. That will be a big help for the Friars.
That is his second foul of the game. First on Butler here in the half with 15:32 to play. But the Friars, Joe, will look for their second lead of the game, their first since 2-0, if they can score here. Mila into the forecourt. Providence basket to our left here in the second half.
So some passes now. This is zone. This is zone by Butler. Now that middle, you like to get the ball into the middle.
Wide open middle. Sellers has it on the right side. Up front now for Jameer. Jameer out near the midcourt circle.
Somebody's got to go to the middle. Come on.
Comes left for Mila. Mila fakes it. Hands off for Fox with 8 to shoot. Moves to the left. Fires off the 3. Off the back iron. Rebound. Jones kicks it out. Friars reverse it. Fox drives, goes to the hoop, tries to dump it off the hands of Hargrove and out of bounds.
It's not a good pass here by Fox. Good idea, but not a good pass. He's too hard to Hargrove, especially Hargrove's not expecting the pass. He never gets the ball anyway. So when he goes, he's looking for the offensive rebound on that play. Fox had his man beat. He should take that up for the layup, but just the pass was too hard to hit him right in the face.
Like we've seen all season long, Joe, the recognition sometimes just doesn't compute.
Well, I mean, against that zone, too, that zone extending, they're worried about Friars taking three-point shots. So you got to flash somebody who can handle the ball to the middle on the foul line and turn and go. You'll have easy ones.
Yami Butler, top of the key with it. Johan Traore. Traore goes left for Ajayi. Now Kaiser coming off the screen, fires a 3, no good. Rebound out of bounds. It's going to be Providence ball. Last touch by Ajayi.
Ajayi goes for everything. You had Sellers and Jones back there, and he came flying through between those two guys. Almost got the rebound. Got to get a body on him, especially if you can get a third foul on Ajayi. That would be big.
Friars again with a chance to take their first lead since 2-0, and then Butler ripped off 15 unanswered. Here's Sellers, left for Fox, had it. Back out front for Sellers, who saves it from being stolen. Back to Fox again, deep 3. Yes! Friars lead!
Fox yelled over to Sellers, get it back to me. And Sellers threw it to him, and he knocks it down. Friars finally take a lead.
17 for Fox in the game. Providence up 54-52. Butler drives to the right side, top of the key for Traore. Traore turns, hands it back to Ajayi. Ajayi cuts to the right, slides down the lane, gets cut off, loose on the floor, saves it. Back out front now for Butler, kicks it out, wide open. Kaiser for 3, no. Rebound tap. Sellers controls it. Pushes up the left sideline for Fox. Fox now centers with that dribble.
Make a good decision.
Moves to the right wing. Yame Butler picks him up. Back left now for Sellers. Back to a man look here for Butler. Uses a screen, fires a 3. Yes! Sellers rattles home the tray.
He gets Sellers and Fox going from downtown range. Sellers been cold the whole game. Now he looks like he's getting it going.
Friars get their biggest lead of the game. Timeout, Bulldogs. And the Friar fans frenzied in Madison Square Garden. 13:37 to play. Providence 57 and Butler 52. It's survive and advance season in New York. Continue in a moment from Learfield. This is Providence Friar Basketball.
As an athlete or fan, you need to keep your mind and body in the game. With over 90 board-certified radiologists with broad-based experience and subspecialty training, Rhode Island Medical Imaging will deliver the most accurate diagnosis possible. If you need an X-ray, MRI, CAT scan, or another imaging exam, ask for RIMI as the first and only outpatient diagnostic imaging center of excellence in Rhode Island. RIMI will provide you with the highest quality of care. To find one of RIMI's 16 state-of-the-art locations nearest you, visit RIMIRAD.com. At Audi Warwick, Rhode Island's exclusive Audi dealership, discover the all-new, fully redesigned Audi Q5, an A5 family of vehicles where sharp styling, advanced tech, and precision engineering come together for a drive that excites every sense. Or take it further with the Audi S and RS models. Built to perform, built to thrill. Over 75 new Audi vehicles are in stock and ready for you to take home today. Experience award-winning service with our complimentary loaner vehicles, on-site roadside assistance, and meet the passionate Audi Warwick team that delivers excellence every time. Proud recipient of the Audi Magno Award for over a decade. Visit Audi Warwick or go to AudiWarwick.com.
This holiday season, indulge in the joy of giving at Providence Diamond, Rhode Island's premier destination for luxury jewelry and timepieces. Find the perfect gift, from sparkling diamond studs and tennis bracelets to classic designs from David Yurman, Roberto Coin, Breitling, and Tag Heuer. Open 7 days a week. Visit us and explore beautiful styles starting under $500, or shop our holiday gift guide at Providence. Diamond.com. Embrace the magic of the season with Providence Diamond.
Milton Cap, your Caterpillar equipment dealer for the Northeast, is a proud sponsor of Providence College Athletics. John and Joe back at Madison Square Garden. Friars on an 8-0 run, Joe.
Yeah, 12-2 in the last 3:54 of the ball game, and hit 6 of the last 7 field goal attempts. But you knew at some point they're going to get a roll going with these shooters from the outside. Box has been hot the whole ball game. Box is, what's he shooting now from the floor from three-point range? He's 5 for 8 from three-point range. And then your Sellers, who's been struggling making shots, but he's playing good basketball. He's had good looks. He just hasn't been able to knock them down yet. But that three-pointer there, that might get him going now. He's 4 for 14 from the floor and 1 for 5 from 3. But he's been handling the point guard position there. And for the Friars to have a 5-point lead and Sellers not scoring at the type of clip he's been scoring at all year, that's a good sign. If they get him going now between he and Vox, and that'll spread that defense, extend the defense, and the middle will open up for other guys to get to the basket. But again, you got to get stops here too. You can't make it easy for Butler. They like to go to the basket, so you got to try to take that away and then get on the glass.
Providence has hit 6 of the last 7 shots from the floor and held Butler without a point in the last 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Bulldogs inbound the ball, forecourt to our right. On the far sideline to Elabor, now between the circles for Bizjack. Bizjack feeds the right wing. Ajayi back out to Bizjack, and takes it around the arc to the left. Now cuts back to the right. Hargrove comes out to find him. Elabor drives down to the left corner, back out front for Bizjack. 6 to shoot. Straight to the left, gets in the lane, throws it up off the glass. No good. Hargrove gets it.
Good job by Hargrove. He did a great job on Bizjack that whole possession.
Now can you take advantage again here?
Let's be smart now. Move the ball, throw some passes.
Mila has it left of the key against Bizjack.
That's
Keeps the dribble low, going to back him down into the post. Works into the lane, keeps working into the lane, moves around to the right side. Wants to go up, bank shot, score! Ryan Mila!
Good patience right there by Mila. He's got Bizjack on him and nobody's any help, so he says, I'm going to take him. He's taken him like 4 or 5 times in this ball game and scored.
16 for Mila in the game. The Friar lead is 7. 12:38 to play. Elabor, left elbow, feeds the post. They find Trey Allright down low, banks it up, missed it! Sellers with the rebound. Sellers leads the break. Sellers to the hole. Score!
Get Sellers going now. He hits that three-pointer. Now he says, let me get to the basket there. Nobody back there for Butler, and he finishes it off at the rim.
12. Nothing Friar run over the last 4 minutes. Providence up 61-52. Elabor comes off a high screen, goes down to the right side against Fox, leans in and gets it to go.
Elabor's like Jones for Providence. I mean, he's not going to look for the outside shot. He's just going to make power moves to the basket. Good move there by Elabor.
That stops the 12. Nothing Friar run, but here's Mila answering, driving, scoring off the glass from the right side.
They need to change the mismatch there. They got to get Bizjack off Mila. Mila's just wearing him out. Kim Ingles says, hey. Until they take him off him, he's going to have Mila go to the basket every time.
18 for Ryan Mila in the game. Elabor tries to answer back, drives, scores off the glass again.
Can somebody guard Elabor? I mean, whoever he's guarding, they need to switch there. Too, because Elabor is wearing out the Friars getting to the basket.
He's got 10 points in the game. Sellers, right side with it. 63-56, comes off a high screen. Drives down left, lays it up, rolls it in. Will they count it? No. Foul on the floor.
Big foul right there is
that on
Ajayi
Ajayi?
Picks up his third foul on that one.
Timeout with 11:21 to play. Providence 63. Butler 56. A date with the regular season champs awaits for the winner. From Learfield, this is Providence Friar basketball.
This is Dennis Wyatt from Midland Roofing, and this year Midland Roofing celebrates 50 years of protecting Rhode Island homes with trusted high-quality roofing solutions. That's 5 decades of dependable roofing, making Midland Roofing the reliable choice for homeowners across Rhode Island. With our GAF Master Elite and President's Club status, we can offer our customers the best warranties in the industry, giving you peace of mind for years to come.
This is head coach Kim English, and our friends here at Midland Roofing are proud to raise the roof for Providence Athletics. When your roof needs a win, call Midland Roofing. They've got you covered.
Hey Friar fans, it's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Providence basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Providence Friars. Let's go Friars! SeatGeek.
Friar fans, this is number 11 Ryan Miller. Be sure to check out 110 Grill at 111 Fountain Street in downtown Providence. It is the perfect place to enjoy a nice meal and great drinks before heading over to the amp. Come in and enjoy some awesome apps, oversized sandwiches, and entree favorites like pulled pork, mac and cheese, chicken caprese, steak tips, and my favorite, Thai sesame salmon. 110 Grill is also recognized as one of the most allergy-friendly restaurant brands in the U.S., and the entire menu can be made gluten-free. Visit 110grill.com for more information, and go Friars.
Providence College basketball is brought to you in part by SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Providence Friars. John and Joe at Madison Square Garden in New York. Still got 11 minutes and 21 seconds to play. A ton of time, but the Friars have outscored the Butler Bulldogs 23-14 here in the first 8 minutes and almost 40 seconds of the half, and lead by 7.
And they made 5 of their last 5 shots too, so they're getting it done on the offensive end, but they got to get back on that defense and not give up some easy ones. If they can get some more stops here and keep that offense going the way they're going, they're clicking really well. Butler's having a tough time running anything, but when they keep turns the corner, gets to the basket, he's getting layups. The Friars have to have more of a presence in the back of that defense, because the first half, we already mentioned, John, Butler had 15 of their 16 field goals were in the paint. All their scores in the second half have been in the paint as well. So the Friars have to collapse a little bit better. Get out on the shooter if he takes an outside shot, but you want to take away the paint, and they're not doing that right now.
Butler just 1 for 9 shooting from 3. Friars are 8 for 18. And Providence has improved its overall percentage for the game to 52%. As you mentioned, Joe, the Friars had hit 5 shots in a row from the floor.
Yeah,
foul was called on Michael Ajayi, so that's 3 on him.
I'd go at him, try to get him that 4th one.
Friars inbound in the right corner. Corner, Vox for three off the iron. Won't go. And Ajayi grabs the rebound.
That was a good look. That's his shot in the corner.
Nothing wrong with that shot. Just couldn't knock it down. Butler goes back on offense. Basket to our right. Bounce pass is knocked away by Jameer. Into the Butler bench. They tried to hit Ajayi.
Well, Jones did a good job of fronting him on that one. Almost had the steal.
Elabor will inbound it in front of his bench. Now they'll find Ajayi in the left corner against Jameer. Kicks the ball back out. Haywood, catch and shoot three is short. Offensive rebound, Traore. Came right to him in the middle of the lane. Now a feed back to Ajayi. Goes up, got the shot blocked. Saved by Milan. No, he couldn't save it. He tried to. It comes out of bounds. And again, Butler will keep it.
You don't go up on Jones and think you're just going to hit a fall away. He's just too long and he jumps so well, he's going to bother that shot.
Butler. Did they reset the shot clock? They did.
Yeah.
So the ball inbounded from the right corner back out to Bizjack. Bizjack comes off a high screen. Ajayi at the free throw line. Going to muscle his way in on Mila, and he scores off the glass.
He got that on Vox. Vox is like, he doesn't want to guard anybody out there.
No, he doesn't.
Well, I wouldn't want to guard Ajayi anyway.
First basket of the second half for Michael Ajayi. Here's Sellers answering, driving.
Fourth foul on Ajayi. Fourth one.
Yes, it is. That is 4 on Michael Ajayi with 10:28 to play.
Boy, that was a big gamble putting Ajayi on Sellers with 3 fouls. And Kim Ingles saw it. He says, hey, we're going to take it go against Ajayi, trying to pick up that 4th foul. You get him out of the ball game now. Now you got to worry about where Bizjack is because the ball going to Ajayi, he's not going to be on the floor anymore, so you got to take away the outside shot.
So Ajayi goes to the bench. Butler will bring in Jackson Keith, 6'5" freshman from Durham, North Carolina. They also have Drayton Jones returning to the lineup as Sellers hits the first free throw with another one coming.
Well, Sellers now has got his confidence back. He's made a couple of shots. And
that's his first made free throw of the night.
He hasn't been going there much, but he's got a head of steam now. He's getting to the basket. When he gets to the basket, he is so difficult to guard when he turns that corner with the left hand.
Second shot, good. For the Big East free throw leader, scoring leader. He now has 13 points in the game, and the Friars lead it 65-58.
Now, where is Butler going to go offensively? Ajayi touches the ball almost every time down.
Elabor, he's going to slide to the lane, goes up, blocked. Oswin took it away. Up the floor, they find Jameer. Jameer lobs down low to Corey, who can't complete it. Flips it back outside now for Jones. Up high for Mila between the circles. Mila starts to the right toward his bench. Hands off for Sellers. Sellers with a left-hand dribble. Crosses to his right.
He's got
Bizjack on him now. He's going to work him into the post down low. Reverses out to Mila. Mila with 6 to shoot. Steps back. Going to fire the deep 3. Off the iron. No good. Oswin with the offensive rebound.
Somebody go get the ball from him.
Oswin holds the ball high. Gives it off to Floyd. Floyd outside the three-point stripe, backs it out, looks for an alley, drives to the right, pushes to Sellers, 8 to shoot. Sellers well away from the basket, uses a high screen, 28-footer.
Oh! That was good defense by Butler, but you can't stop a 30-footer with the shot clock winding down.
And Providence leads by 10 after Sellers knocks down a 28-footer.
Now they're going to look at the video. Somebody got hit in the face, I think, for Butler. But I know they're not going to check it. They're going to let it go.
So Butler's going to get the ball. Sellers has come alive here in the half with 12 points, 16 for the game. Friars have their largest lead at 10. High post, Jones in the middle. Bizjack missed the runner. Oswin again clears it.
That was a good look by Bizjack. They're missing the shots the Friars are missing early on in the game.
Sellers drives it, puts it up, got it blocked.
Goaltending.
And they're going to call goaltending on Ellamore. Sellers gets the deuce.
Sellers is flying around here now. There's nobody can stop him out there. He really feels it. He's getting to the basket. Now, when you hit a couple of threes, John, and he starts to go into the basket, you have to worry about the threes. He can finish at the rim as well.
We've got Thad Mata who wants to challenge that goaltend. So they're calling an official's timeout here with 9:03 to go. Right now, it's 70-58. But Thad Mata is challenging that goaltending call.
Is being under review and challenged by Butler.
Well,
Timeout, Butler.
They have this challenge because they won a challenge from back in the first half on an out-of-bounds ball.
Well, let's see what happened there. I mean, it looked like his hand might have gone through the. We're watching it here. Here we go. Up for the shot.
Did it hit the
Oh, that's a good block.
That's a pretty good block. We're looking to see if it hit the.
Well, his hand hit the rim,
and his hand hit the his hand hit the net.
Yeah, his hand hit the.
And that is a goaltend when you hit the net.
Well, he hit the rim too, but he hit the ball first, so I don't know what the judgment is on that. He hit the ball first, and then his follow through, his hand hit the rim. So if I'm an official, that ball is clearly below the rim. And he was outside the cylinder when he took the shot. We're watching the replay now, so it looks like a pretty good defensive play in my opinion. But he grabbed the rim when he blocked it, so that might be where I say we're not going to let it overturn on that. But if I was an official, I'd say, hey, I think that's a good block.
Well, he definitely hit his hand definitely hit the rim after the block came.
What Gaffney might have been looking at, he might have thought that maybe his hand went